Evolution is so gay.
Fool for lifetime. Hey baby, did you miss me? Cause I missed you like a bad headache. So, what you saying?
I'm just kidding. Evolution is not gay. When you think about it, evolution is kind of, well, retarded.
Oh,
I live in California. It is a beautiful day. Now, you look at that big sky. You look at those green trees. You look at the brown dirt and the green grass. And you mean to tell me that all that came from nothing? All that just is here?
Aw, so it's a beautiful, beautiful day and the grass is green and therefore there must be a god. How about other places where the day is not that great and there is no grass? And no food, and no water, and people are dying because your God in his infinite kindness when he created the world, he decided to make some parts of the earth infertile and dry so not much could grow there and people would starve and shit. But who cares about them when there is such a beautiful day in California, right? Anyway, what were you saying?
At the end of the day, when it comes to evolution versus creationism, the thing is either you believe evolution or you believe in creationism. I mean, there's no proof for either side. That's where faith comes in.
He's so cute, isn't he? Don't you just want to pet him? No proof. No proof for evolution. Well, how about, I don't know, the fossil records? Okay, I'm gonna try and explain how the fossil record supports beyond doubt the theory of evolution, since I noticed that most creationists can't be bothered to read and stuff. For example, whales evolved from terrestrial mammals. There is clear evidence of that in their genetics and skeleton. But when you have a fossil that seems to link the two, how do you know that it is really an intermediate form between land mammals and whales? Well, if this evolutionary process really happened, there have to be some marks in the fossil records, some changes that happened along with it. For instance, the middle ear, because the middle ear of a land mammal is really good at hearing in the air, but very bad at hearing underwater. I'm sure you'll notice that our underwater hearing sucks. As for the whales, their underwater hearing is remarkable because their ear is structured differently. So when you look at what seems to be an intermediate fossil between land mammals and whales, you'll also need to find an intermediate form in which the middle ear is shaped. And that's exactly what we are finding in the fossil records. Overwhelming evidence of evolutionary transition. Now let's talk a little about our evolution, because I love it when creationists say,
"Oh, I don't believe I came from a monkey."
Which is of course a total bastardization of the evolutionary theory, so let's try to break it down a little. We did not came from monkeys. We share a common ancestor with the great apes. Some years ago the genetic code of the chimpanzee was published and now we can compare our genome to theirs. And of course the similarities are undeniable, but there is also something that appears to be weird. We have a different number of chromosomes. We have 46, while the great apes, the gorilla, chimpanzee and orangutan, they all have 48. We have 23 from each parent, they have 24 from each parent. Now, if it's true that we do share a common ancestor, it means that at some point a pair of chromosomes must have gotten fused, and we should see that in our genome. And we do! That's exactly what we see. It's our chromosome number 2 that is different and unique to our lineage, showing the exact point in which the fusion took place. So, unless you believe that your personal God intentionally created the humans to have a chromosome that looks exactly as if it was the product of the fusion between two chromosomes from a primate ancestor, well, you're in big trouble trying to rationalize against evolution. And that's just the fossil records. If you're totally ignoring biochemistry, if you forget about the discovery of DNA that fitted evolution better than a glove, if you forget about homology and embryology and observe speciation and observe natural selection, if you forget about all this, then yeah, maybe you could say that there is no evidence for evolution. Ergo, you are choosing to ignore all the evidence that's sitting right under your nose. Anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, besides I'm kind of in a rush. But before I end it, I want to thank everybody who messaged me about that troll that has been spamming my viewers. He's a Romanian nationalist who thinks that atheism will destroy this country. Among other things, he was saying that the atheists in Romania are under 1% of the population. So, we're not even a minority, therefore we basically have no rights. But my dear nationalist troll, you see, the number of atheists in Romania is in fact growing. When you go to the grocery to buy some bread, the lady selling you the bread might be an atheist. The guy who delivers your mail, he could be an atheist. Before you know it, your best friend will be dating an atheist chick. Cause atheist chicks are hot. And they'll make little atheist babies. And all those atheist children will hang out with Christian children and make them atheists. Cause atheist kids are smart. Before you realize what's going on, the atheists will be all over the place. They will be at your work, and in your neighborhood and in your house. We are everywhere. When you're not gonna pay attention, they will replace your Bible with the origin of species. They will take off the wall your map of Romania and replace it with an atheist sign painting. You will come home one day and instead of the Romanian flag you keep in your living room, you'll find a plastic skeleton of Homo erectus. Oh, the horror! It's gonna happen soon, and it's gonna be big. We are everywhere. Okay, enough with the creationists, now let's get to something way better, and that's a fantastic lady that goes on YouTube under the name of Defender of Reason. I really love her videos, they are very well produced and straight to the point and funny as hell. So go to her channel, subscribe to her, she's really awesome, links in the sidebar, bye!
We are building a religion, we are building it bigger. We are widening the corridors and adding more lanes. We are building a religion, a limited edition.
Atheist kitty for the win. We are